So this is Zach with the question and answer. On camera we have Nicole Cushman, my fiance, got engaged, as you guys know. This is what we get to look out every day when we wake up in the morning. There's a huge storm coming, so we figured we'd do it now to add some flavor to it. So I'm just going to go right through the questions right on my girlfriend's iPhone. Jealous of the case, no big deal. So first we have TC's Lawn Tips. How do you get where you are with your business, trucks, shop, equipment, trailers? So what I did is 18 years old, I started working for Regis Landscaping. I knew nothing. The guys gave me a hard time. I was hazed, you know, typical stuff. And then I just worked my way up. I was foreman of Softscapes. I left for a while to go work and do plumbing and heating with my father and my grandfather because my grandfather was sick with cancer. Then after that, I went back to Regis. Then I was the foreman of mowing, worked there 3 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday, and the weekend I worked for myself. I had a small trailer, 36-inch mower, and a weed whacker, and then one blower. No shop, nothing. I just kept my truck and trailer pretty much attached all the time. And then this is actually the first year of full in business, 100% shop, 2 trucks, 2 trailers, 3 plows. Commercial equipment, you know, blowers, everything. So I got there by the love and support of my fiance, my family, my friends, my dad's knowledge in fixing things, and of course the knowledge I picked up through Michael Regis from Regis Landscaping. I also went to school for plant design. Next we have Mo's Lawn Care. Was the vacation worth it so far? Since you'll be answering it there. What kind of underwear do you prefer for the field? Okay, so the vacation has been awesome. We did Universal, proposed to my girlfriend, got, you know, hanging out with my mom, beautiful weather, it's wicked hot, but I mean, you cannot, you know, you have to take a vacation. I've been ready to go back to work like since day 4. I'm addicted to working, but you know, I really needed a vacation. So, and what underwear I prefer? I don't know if you guys if you guys mean like brand or type. So I'm gonna go boxer briefs and then brand Fruit of the Loom, I guess. I mean, I love that question. Frankie Gambino, that's a nice little Irish name. Down south, you don't see many walk-behinds versus zero turns. In your opinion, why? Would you rather have a Skag Turf Tiger or X-Mark, and why? So down here, they don't bag anything and they use mainly riders, but I have seen a couple X-Mark walk-behinds. In New Hampshire, we don't have too many huge lawns, so I started off with a walk-behind because it's smaller, cheaper. In my opinion, the best thing would be 1 walk-behind and 1 rider. That would be my best setup. The walk-behind for the trim and, you know, a lot of the smaller stuff, and then the rider to just, you know, bust those lines out. And I've never run a Skag before in my life. The thing that I know from Skags is they're just like John Deere. It's very hard to get parts for them. And they have kind of monopolized their parts industry where you can only go through 1 dealer for parts, so the parts are more expensive. I've had extensive experience with X-Marks. I really love them. Their riders are awesome. They put good lines out. You know, sometimes they can be a little fragile, but you know, when you're using them for, you know, let's say 60 hours a week, you know, 30 hours a week, that range between 30 and 60, they can wear down. But I love X-Mark. I love Ferris for walk-behinds. If I had to have, you know, 3 top mowers, it'd be X-Mark, Ferris, and I really don't have any other ones. I guess Walker. Walker's pretty good. John Shelley asks, Husqvarna or Stihl? I cannot honestly answer that. Stihl products for weed whackers and trimmers are amazing, and Husqvarna for blowers, that's just who I go through. You'll find out that a lot of these companies, Shindawa, Red Max, same thing. You know, Stihl bought this person, it's a sister company, so it's a lot of the same stuff. Once you get into a lot like the true commercial products, Stihl, Husqvarna, Red Max, Shindawa, you know, you're buying a really good product, so it just becomes personal preference. Blowers, Husqvarna, strictly. Trimmers, Stihl. What kind of plows do you use? From Steve McGrath. So the plows I use are Fisher. I'll only use Fisher. I'll always use Fisher. Fisher, in my opinion, is the best plow you can buy. Really brand loyal, so Fisher. That's it. BDMX727 asks, how did you do your wood sides on the smaller trailers? a video on how to do that would be cool. It would be cool, but I'm kind of steering away from those. I built that when I first started. So we actually bolted the wood right into the trailer. You obviously have to pre-drill through it. Then you bolt it. You know, washers, bolts, nuts. You know, that whole setup. You want to make sure they're galvanized so they don't rot. We built a shelf on top of it. But I would, you know, if you're just starting out, I recommend it because it's universal for mowing and cleanups. But I'm just buying a dump trailer with a vac system when I get back, probably. So. But it's all about, you know, what kind of money you have. Ground tech, how many accounts you maintain a week? Mowing, 30. Overall accounts, over 100. You know, some people we only do once for a big planting job, never hear from them again. Other people, like this year we had this guy Wayne. We did his fall cleanup last year, we did his spring cleanup this year, and then about a month ago he said, hey, do you guys want to start mowing my lawn? So it just depends. There's all different types of customers, but you know, I've dealt with hundreds of customers, different types. But the ones that keep coming back, overall, you know, 100 plus. How much should you pay your workers? That depends on the region, their experience, how old they are. My workers get anywhere from $15 to $13. Some of them get 10. So it's really just what you believe you should get. 15 is kind of where I would max any of my workers. And what do you do in the winter if it does not snow? If it doesn't snow, I literally just go insane. Bug the shit out of Nicole. Really don't have anything to do. I'm going to get into a lot of volunteer work this year to keep myself busy. If it doesn't snow, you know, I could always do plumbing heating with my dad sometimes, but it really is just downtime. That's why you charge so much for snow removal. Sean Murray, who I actually went to school with, it's probably not the same Sean Murray. He writes, do you like your dump inserts? Are they a pain to put in a wheelbarrow in the back that's fully loaded? What's your favorite piece of equipment? And do you plow with all your trucks? So we'll answer the first one. Do you like your dump inserts? I love them. They're the perfect cross between a huge dump truck, which you know, is going to cost you more money in registration, cost overall, and then, you know, your regular pickup trucks, you really can't do too much with it. So if you get this dump insert and build up the sides, you know, you're really looking at a really nice setup, especially for someone like me. I have 2 trucks, 2 inserts, and I wouldn't change it for the world. They are a pain to put in a wheelbarrow on the back when it's fully loaded, but that's with any truck. I mean, if any truck's fully loaded and there's no more room, there's no more room. So my favorite piece of equipment, we'll break it down in seasons. In the spring, my favorite piece of equipment is my Thatcher. It saves me so much time. In the summer, my favorite piece of equipment has to be my trailer because of the way it's set up, because it just makes life so much easier. The fall, I'm buying a vac system, so that'll be my favorite piece of equipment. And then in the winter, my favorite piece of equipment is a plow. Do you plow with all your trucks, and how many accounts do you plow? We plow 80 driveways, and then we've got about 10 commercial properties. Some of them are big, some of them are small. My father and I plow together. We're moving away from driveways, and we're starting to branch off into strictly commercial. How many accounts? Like I said, you know, 80. I think I'm gonna get this name wrong. Deirdre Thompson asks, do you see yourself having kids someday? Of course. I'm a twin. I want to have twins, so does Nicole. She wants 4, I want 2. So we'll go from there.